guys, it's time for another hoop tutorial. Today's topic, saving the hoop when it starts to fall. When you're first learning how to hula hoop, and sometimes even when you've been hooping for years, you're gonna drop the hoop. But it doesn't have to feel like you're spiraling down a hole of failure with no control. Here are a few ways that you can catch and save the hoop if you notice it's starting to fall. Step 1. Speed up. Do you remember when we were talking about rocking and wiggling in the last video? Well, if your hoop starts to slip, try rocking or wiggling back and forth twice as fast. If all goes according to plan, the hoop should begin rising back up like a charmed snake. Magic. But if speeding up wasn't that magical for you, you can try this next tip too. If you get dizzy easily, this may be a little bit tough for you, but if you're comfy with just spinning in a couple of circles, trust me, this is going to make a huge difference for you over the course of your whole hoop career. Turn with the hoop. Turn in the same direction that the hoop is turning. That's important, the same direction. It opens up this magical wormhole where you can slow down time. Okay, so not really. But when you turn with the hoop, you're slowing down the hoop's rotation in relation to your body. So it seems like you have more time to react and save it from falling. And here's a visual aid if you had trouble following that. And fair warning, I'm about to take the camera and actually film myself turning with it. So if you're easily queasy, look away. Okay, so here's me standing still as the hoop travels around my body. Note the speed of the hoop. Now I'm turning in the same direction as the hoop. The direction thing is a big deal. I'll explain why in a minute. Notice how now, from my perspective, the hoop seems to be traveling more slowly around my body. This means I now have more time to adjust for mistakes. And just for fun, here's what happens if you spin in the opposite direction the hoop is going. You get double time hoop speed, therefore you have to move twice as fast yourself to keep it up. That's why it's important to spin in the same direction as the hoop. I see a lot of beginners make the mistake of turning opposite the hoop's rotation without realizing that's what they're doing. And then it falls and they're frustrated. But now you know why, so you can fix it. Of course, if you get really good at keeping the hoop going around your waist and you want to give yourself a challenge, see how long you can keep it going in the opposite direction. It's a great workout. Okay, so maybe turning in circles isn't your thing, and that's cool. This next technique is one I affectionately call the booty wiggle. Though given recent trends, I'm thinking of switching it to the hoop twerk. What do you think? Okay, here's what you do. You notice the hoop is beginning to fall. You bend your knees, get down under that hoop, and pop your hips up one at a time. Faster is better here. What's happening is you're adjusting where the hoop lands on your body as it comes around, and you're walking it back up to a comfortable position. With time, you'll start to feel where you need to push, and it'll start to feel more like a simple hip hop than this whole wiggling thing. But until you get to that point, twerk away. Go ahead and try out these tips one by one, and then try different combinations of them to figure out what works best for you. If none of them seem to be working and your hoop is still just falling and you have no idea why, feel free to film a little bit of your practice, particularly where the hoop is falling, upload it as a video response to this video, and I will give you a direct reply with some specific help just for you. My name is Jess, and I make hoop tutorials every sometimes and silly vlogs every other sometimes. If you found this video helpful, you can watch some of my other hoop tutorials, and also consider supporting me on Patreon. There's a link in the description with more information about that. I also make adult-sized hula hoops like the one you saw in this video, and there's a link to my Etsy shop in the description if you want to see more of my work. Next time I'll be showing you ways to get a better feel for your hoop's timing and also explaining a little bit about why that's important. But until then, happy hooping! Give me a high five. You learned a lot today.